Breaking news, Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki and the family heads,
in Benin City
they got ready for the court case for the ordeal wey be say they do to Dr. Don Pedro, their pikin, and Femi Falana na be the lead counsel concerning that court case. People are listening.
Prominent indigene Dr. Pedro Agbonifo Obaseki has announced his decision to seek justice through the court following what he described as his brutal public abduction, violent assault and extrajudicial humiliation in Benin City on December 28, 2025. In a strongly worded press statement, Dr. Obaseki said the decision was taken after extensive consultations with his wife, children, members of the Obaseki family and clan, senior legal advisors and respected elders. He stressed that the move was driven not by revenge or political motives, but by the need for accountability, deterrence, and the protection of human dignity. According to the statement, Dr. Obaseki was forcibly seized in public by armed men in a brain drain daylight operation that he said was designed to instill fear in the wider population. He was reportedly beaten, stripped naked, threatened with death, and paraded along major roads in Benin City, while his ordeal was recorded and live streamed by his attackers. He was later detained for several hours without any disclosed allegations or lawful charge despite sustaining injuries. Dr. Obaseki described the incident as a grave violation of his fundamental rights and said the act amounts to terrorism-related violence under Nigerian law, citing the use of armed force, illicit threats to life, public intimidation, and the deliberate creation of fear beyond the immediate victim. He disclosed that during the incident, his abductors claimed they were acting on the destruction of the Oba of Benin or the Oba's palace. However, he confirmed that the claim was being formally and expressly refuted by the Benin Traditional Council, which issued a widely publicized letter categorically denying any involvement, authorization or prior knowledge of the act. Dr. Obaseki said he was welcomed and accepted the clarification as an official position of the palace and noted it as part of public records. He emphasized that the legal action now on the way are directed strictly as the individual perpetrators and any person who may be found, due due process, to have aided, facilitated or enabled the offense, whether through direct action, impersonation of authority, abuse of office or omission, to pursue the matter. Dr. Obaseki said he had held consultations with renowned human rights lawyer Mr. Femi Falana, SAN, as lead counsel. He said both civil and criminal proceedings will be pursued concurrently in line with Nigeria and international law, with full respect for the presumption of innocence. Given the seriousness of the allegations and their wider implication for public safety, the rule of law, Dr. Obaseki also confirmed that he has formally notified and is engaged in international human rights bodies and partners. He said the steps were aimed at ensuring independent oversight, transparency, and proper monitoring of investigations and judicial process in line with Nigeria's constitutional obligations and international commitments. Dr. Obaseki said that his action was not only to restore his personal dignity and protect his family, but also to send a clear message that no individual or group has the right to abduct, brutalize, or publicly dishumane any citizen outside the law. He added that out of respect for ongoing investigations and court proceedings, he would make no further fatal or evidentiary comment at this stage.
So, my people, una don hear am say Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki wey be say they humiliate for Edo State, wey go play ball for Uwa for Edo State, say based on say in talk word wey be say e dey against the Benin culture and tradition. Now, in the say after several consultations from friends and family, from his wife, from his children, due to the humiliation that was given to him, say the conclusion is that they are taking the matter to court and the case is about to begin. And the lead counsel was also exposed to us, which is Femi Falana, a man that we know He has become, due to his course of his work, has become a voice to the voiceless, a man that we know that is not a no-nonsense man, a man that we know that stands on the path of justice, a man that we know does not take rubbish. I have followed that man for some time, and I know that he's a man who always speak out whenever he see any form of injustice. And I believe that for all that happened to Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki, it is an injustice. Even if me myself, I acknowledge the father at some point, he also make errors, that I must admit, but that does not mean that we should take laws into our hands. There is always the law there for us to take matters to the court, to address issues where we know, okay, we are not okay with, to address, not for us to engage on jungle justice in order to say we are looking for justice. No. But I love the way Dr. Don Pedro is going with this matter. He's going to court to seek a dress on the matter. And those who has committed those acts, I tell you the truth, una better just the run. Or una gather yourself, go Dr. Don Pedro ask, or the family ask, make una go dey beg, because the lead counsel concerning this case na person wey be say e get level, na person wey be say na no nonsense man, na person wey be say e know work. Even with the way the man is speaking, you know that he's a man who know his work. And you know concerning this particular case, for anybody wey see am, even past president, even past presidential candidate, even Amnesty International, they all condemn the act. Even from abroad, everywhere condemn the act. They saw the act like, hey, this ought not to be happening in a civilized society, because we not the animal kingdom. The way we say people will take laws into their hands. So which means even before the matter go court, we don't know, say, hey, people will do that, they are going in for it. You see how they pay fine or they go in, they serve for it. That is what will happen. So it's better you gather yourself, gather yourself, go and apologize, go beg. Make Dr. Don Pedro come on matter for court and settle it like one big Edo and Benin family. That is just a simple advice, because I will not come here and tell Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki, remove the matter for court, not deal with these people. No, I will tell you, go to court. But if these people should come to you and apologize, say, hey, if I mean they even come, because the humiliation they do to you, they did it openly and publicly. So if they want to also apologize, they will come out openly and publicly and say, wait till they do, they be doing, they not do again. Make it a beg, forgive us. So that is what we say this matter. If not, Femi Falana will do this case. Femi Falana will do this case. If we use people show example, you go use people show example to the extent wey be say all of those other gurus wey dey at those states will know you don't take laws into your hands. No, you don't take laws. You don't fight for the yeah, you can fight for the palace. I love it when people fight for the palace, but in a civilized world and where we are today in this generation, there are better ways to address and to fight for issues. There are better ways. You go to court. If you are not, please, like me, when I see the video when Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki do for that Manchester, been in UK, when you do, or London, say, when you do, I know, say, man, that it messed up big time. I don't get time to call the plan, go here. It messed up big time. But as it messed up, if you be say a courthouse, there are better ways to address issues. There are better ways, not the way we be say we do. No, that was humiliating, and that will even bring the whole of Edo people down. That will not show say we dey civilized. As a young like Banana Republic, anything can be done, and people will just as they overlook things. No, but Dr. Don Pedro said it from the very beginning that aswa or swaya to dey kane. Aswa, that was what he said. Say the black now something push them. Now push them, maybe say now they come meet, which means he's not going to take the case lightly, and he's going to make sure that he deal with those people that were involved. And after this, I believe many of them who were involved in this will know that, hey, there are better ways to do things. There are better ways to do things. So I'll drop this one for you guys to say, if you know yourself, gather yourself and go and apologize. And I believe Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki, just for the unity of the full Edo people, if they should come to you and apologize, I plead also on their behalf that you, your wife, and your children, please forgive. But let that apology, let it be on the public. Let them all come out of the public domain and make the apology. But if they don't come, drag them, go where they need to go. Drag them, go where they don't want to go. Yes. Thank you.